Since last time, I have been taking a little bit of a vacation. Me and my family stayed for a couple of days extra in Tokyo, just enjoying the vibes and the city. So that was a lot of fun. Then I got home, started immediately checking my Achilles, doing some examinations to relatively quickly make a plan for the next couple of weeks in terms of did we make anything worse? Is it still recovering, etc. So that looked very good. So went on to try to get back to normal training. But then we had a good idea to finally do surgery, removing my tonsils. Removing my tonsils, which is something that I've been looking to do for 2-3 years now, but not finding the right spot to not be able to train for 14 days. So 14 days, no activity whatsoever, which was definitely a lot of fun. A little bit painful, but worth it. So now I've been back running for 8 days, starting off easy, very carefully listening to my body and my feet and building back. Been able to test myself for 2 higher intensity sessions outside of easy runs. So feels good. It is definitely not very often that I go 14 days without any physical activity, but luckily in this situation where you actually do a surgery, then you don't feel that good, because it can be painful and you really need to recover. So I quickly realized that I'm definitely not gonna rush this and risk having to be out for 21 days or even longer. So just took it very carefully, but definitely wanted to get back to training and proper activity again. So of course it's a good thing when I'm able to get back, because then I'm very motivated, but still have to be careful not to push it, because I don't want to do things a little bit faster, a little bit more, a little bit extra just because I've not done so much previously. So, but I think I have enough people around me that can give me on my fingers if I'm overdoing anything. I would say the last period of 4 or 5 weeks has been better for me as a person, considering this summer and everything that led up to the World Championships. Because with me not being able to train properly and not being able to do my job in the way that I would like to do it, it's definitely a big part missing for myself and in my everyday life. So even though I was able to spend maybe more time with my family, it's still not myself, and they don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it. So I really just want to get back to a normal rhythm, normal routine, do the work that I love, and so I can be the person that everybody loves. But it's nice to finally be out of the risk-taking chase of preparing for something that is not going to work out 100%. So definitely feels a lot better, and now I can finally calm down and focus on the right things, making the right moves, and just get back to my normal self.
You mentioned yesterday that maybe now you're going a bit more on your own way because
Is rogue a good word?
Rogue. Yeah. I'd be curious to know more about that.
Right now, I very much prioritize getting back to normal training again, and I don't want to do any compromises. So with Henrik and Philip helping me quite a lot with training and discussions around what's the best, I think we have tried the last 6-7 months to do everything that we can and be as smart as possible. But at some point you have to try to just take the shortest and fastest route back to 100% again. So I think this is a good point where I'm in a pretty good spot considering my injury and that I'm where I'm at. So right now I'm pushing as much as I can with, trying to be smart and making the right choices, but not to do any compromises. I'm always looking to change things for the better, but at the same time, I and everybody else has to realize what is actually making me do the things that I'm doing, and not forget what I'm coming from, what I've done. And I've had progression my whole life, more or less, doing, training and working around the same principles. So of course I'm going to try to do that, but eventually when you reach a certain point around those principles, all of a sudden it allows you to focus on different things. And I think where I'm at in my career, when I'm healthy, this is the time where I can kind of benefit from everything that I've built to kind of focus on the fun part, which can be high risk, but eventually when you have such a big foundation, you are able to focus on more of the fun part, that all of a sudden the things that are considered high risk are now a little bit lower risk. So that's where that's what I'm chasing, to be able to discover more of that area and other principles that I can think that I believe can make me a better runner. Right now the main priority is getting back to 100%. And of course there are races on every corner, on every date, every weekend throughout the whole year. So of course I marked all of those races down in my calendar, but still, if you're looking, you can always find something to do. But right now, I had a terrible experience in my last races, because I want to compete and I want to be competitive. I don't want to show up just for the purpose. But still, that is important. But I still have, high standards for myself, and I want to meet those standards. So that's the main goal right now, to be at least 98%. The cause of the injury is very simple. It's just overall load of everything that I've been doing the last year or so has just been too much. Very difficult to afterwards say, is this and this alone? Of course, it's a total of everything. And yes, you can definitely take away some things from it and learn from what we've done. But at the same time, it's probably most important to just be cautious and try to be careful with the things that we can control, and especially adapting to different loads and different scenarios. That's definitely things that we learned that causes injuries and problems, is getting back from an illness, getting back from an injury. If you're changing anything and building, that is a crucial part and something that is very high risk. And right now I'm in the middle of it, so very exciting, but also something that I'm very conscious about is that I need to be careful. I want to push as much as possible. So how much soreness, how much fatigue, how much pain can I handle in this adaptive period, a little bit in between rest and full training? Only time will tell. That is a very good question, but at the same time, that is only something time will tell. I know that I have done some good things in this sport, but I definitely know that I can do better. And I think that's the main takeaway. And for me as a person, what I've done the last year or so is definitely not anything that suits me. So I want to do what I want to do, and that is to pursue my dream of being the best runner in the world. And of course I've had some moments previously, but still it's definitely not something that I consider I've been close at doing. So I just want to do me. As a runner, altitude training is crucial for my training, but right now I'm trying to increase my fitness as much as I can before I leave. I've done that mistake previously, that adding up different stresses and things that your body has to handle at the same time, especially building back, is not the smartest idea. But sometimes you're not able to choose. You kind of have to jump at it and just do the best that you can. But fortunately, I don't have to do that anymore. So now I can take everything at my own pace and build brick by brick, step by step, and build my fitness where I want it to be first, and then add things on top when the time is right. I really appreciate all those people that are still supporting me, because I really enjoy when people succeed, and I really enjoy watching good results and people achieving greatness. Even though I don't have any favorite athletes or favorite teams in all across different sports, I really enjoy watching people chase something that is important to them, and also succeeding with that chase and that goal in mind. So I really think people are looking forward to watching me win again. For those that enjoy cheering for me. So I think, but at the same time, for those that still supports when everything, is not all joy and sunshine, I think that really shows the people that truly care about you and cheer for you. And those people are really gonna enjoy it again 10 times more when it all of a sudden they look back and realize, wow, now we have a vintage Jakob. So hopefully we can look forward to that. What I look forward to the most is being strong again, feeling strong. And it is that exact feeling that allows me to do something that I think very few people of my competitors or runners in general can do, is that doing specific work almost every second day for a long period. And that is what makes me the runner that I am when I'm feeling good. It is all the strength work that I do leading up to pre-season or season, and in the summer I'm able to work hard almost every second day without any issues. And that is a good feeling. You just have to be exciting to vision and experience that, because it's very remarkable.
I remember I asked you the first interview we ever did, the first time we ever came with Nike, what your younger self would think.
So disappointed.
You said they'd be disappointed that you didn't win more. Is that still the mentality? Yeah.
Because in my head I have won 5% of what I should have won. So of course there's a very big fire in me that wants to win more and accomplish more, because I think I should have. And I've done a lot of mistakes, but I've also done a lot of good races. But I'm definitely chasing something that I can be proud of. And with everything that I've accomplished and what I've done, I'm nowhere near anything that would give me satisfaction with myself and my career. But next year, then we're good. Childish.
Yeah, in a good way.
I also like a soft bed.
But so it's an interesting.
And cuddling with my dogs and that.
In reality, you are just better than like the life that you've managed to craft. Yeah, but it's not about cars and watches.
Let's use cars as a metaphor. Let's say in that warehouse there's an extremely fast car, and then there are 2 cars outside that's racing, or there's 10 cars that's racing, and they crown a winner. And everybody knows that the car in the warehouse would beat all of them. Are you going to be happy about being crowned the winner by the people? That's one of my issues. Even when I'm at my best, that's why I race so much and participate in so many competitions, because I really can't stand people be satisfied with something that's not necessarily that good. But that's not because I want to shine, but it's when there's something that you can't just remove something in the comparison because you want it to be better. But the satisfaction alone, being crowned the winner when you know that let's say there's 10 cars faster than you, that just didn't care. It's always gonna have a sour taste.